everyone, my name is Karine Rayson and I am the owner of The Crew Coach. Before I begin, I just wanted to say thank you very much for having me at this important and special event. And I'm actually feeling a little bit sad because I would love to be there in person and meet you all and hear your inspirational stories. Before I begin, I must be honest, I am doing this talk organically, meaning I am speaking from my heart. I haven't prepared a script, however, I have prepared some notes so that I don't waffle and I can stay on track. So I might glance upon those notes from time to time. A valuable lesson I learned while I was working for the Department of Justice in maximum security prisons. I got offered a job 2 years before finishing my degree, and I suffered from imposter syndrome. I thought, oh my goodness, these inmates have so many problems that I want to help fix, but I don't even know where I'm going to begin, and I don't know enough. And so I would carry my textbook everywhere, literally everywhere. It was in bed with me when I'd go to sleep at night. And I thought, just in case I'd wake up in the middle of the night, I could probably flick through a couple of chapters before the following day at work when I would run group work facilitation. And in the group, the first cohort I had this enormous inmate, and he was under the influence of drugs. They do smuggle drugs in the prison system. And I was told to sit by the door in case there was an emergency and we had to escape. And I thought, oh my word, what am I getting myself into? And so my mind, as you would understand, was very busy thinking about, my safety, my security, what happens if an event does happen that I do need to escape, but also being present and connecting with these individuals and listening to their stories, which were incredibly traumatic. And for me to being able to process that and respond accordingly while knowing my theory and how to apply it. Now, this particular inmate, Dimitrovic, he said to me, Karine, please, can you put your book down and just talk to us? So I am going to let go of my desire to be perfect, and I'm just going to talk to you today. Now, I want to start off with hope, inspiration, and transformation, because Isabela told me this is essentially what this event is about. So for me, hope is about knowing, having that innate feeling that you can achieve your dreams. Nothing is impossible. And I can tell you it's not, because I've had these amazing dreams, like having my own business and pursuing my passions. And this is what I'm doing here today. Inspiration is about marrying your purpose and your passion. Transformation comes through living out your why, which is your purpose and your passion. I know that some of you may be thinking, but I don't know what my purpose is. I know what I'm somewhat good at, but is that my passion? So what helped me is self-awareness, creating that space to reflect. As a little girl, I knew that I was good at listening because adults would come to me and tell me their problems. I knew that I was able to demonstrate empathy because I think that's why they kept coming back. I also knew that I wanted to serve and help others, and it felt good to be able to do so. So putting all that together, I think it's not a surprise that I ended up studying psychology, but what was important to me is to fine-tune that and channel it into something a lot bigger than myself. Now, I want us to do a short reflection exercise. I want you to grab a pen and paper if you haven't done so already, and I want you to think about Where are you now in your career? Are you fulfilled? Do you know what your strengths are? And are you utilizing your strengths in the workplace? And lastly, do you feel that you are making a positive impact? Once you've thought about those aspects, I want you to think about where you would like to be in your career. So if some of those boxes aren't ticked, think about how you can close the gap and what would your ideal career look like. And what is really, really important to think about is, what is your safety blanket? What is stopping you from living out your dream career? So for me, what I had to work on and reframe, and I actually loved this process. I loved going to interviews because I wanted to embrace it as a learning experience. If I didn't get the job, that was okay because I was going to walk away with all this learning from the interview. So instead of focusing on what if I failed, I focused on what can I learn? And every job that I have literally applied for, I've got. And I think that's because I really surrendered and rather saw it as an opportunity to expand myself. So for me, failure, rather than it being, seeing it as a defining moment of being unsuccessful, I rather saw it as my stepping stone to success. I am truly grateful and I feel very fortunate that I have landed myself in a position where I'm living out my purpose and my passion. Work doesn't feel like work. It is an absolute joy for me. And I know that each and every one of you can experience that too. It does require a lot of work. It does require reflection, but it also requires action. If we're going to stay behind our security blanket, we're not going to be able to actualize our goals. And what I offer the maritime industry and super yacht crew is the opportunity to find your why, your purpose, and your identity. Because I feel like in careers and life, we wear all these different hats, and it might not be the hat that we truly want to wear. So it's exploring that, it's discovering that, it's about mastery, it's about self-fulfillment. So what this membership does, it helps individuals connect not only with others and like-minded people who share the same values as you, but to connect to yourself. And it's also about discovering you, your natural strengths, your talents, your purpose, your why, your areas for improvement. Then it's about develop, which is developing those skill sets, looking at closing the gap, looking at how you can reach your potential. And then we have mastery, and mastery is the ability to apply your skills and your learnings to serve others. And then we find ourselves in a place of self-fulfillment. And there's nothing better than being on that pinnacle of self-actualization. I just wanted to say thank you so much again for being able to share my insights with you, and I wish you every success in your future. Take care. Bye.